In the world of networking, network devices primarily communicate using IP address rather than name. Human, on the other hand, find it more convenient to remember and use name like website domain name instead of numbers. So in order to bridge the gap between human and network devices and make the communication easier, here comes the DNS. When you enter a domain name in your web browser, like www.google.com, DNS is what makes it possible for you to access the corresponding website. DNS serves as a decentralized system that translates human-readable domain names into machine-readable IP addresses, enabling communication on the internet. But how does DNS work in the background? Let's dive in. A user enters a domain name, www.google.com, into their web browser's address bar. The user's device, such as a computer or smartphone, sends a DNS query to the local DNS resolver, usually provided by the Internet Service Provider. When the resolver receives the query, it will check its own cache memory to find an IP address for google.com, and if it can't find it, it will send the query to the next level, which is the root server. The root server, or the top of the DNS hierarchy. There are 13 sets of these root servers strategically placed around the world. So when the root server receives the query for the IP address for google.com, it will direct the resolver to find the IP address. The resolver will direct to the TLD, or top-level domain server, for the .com domain and ask for the IP address for google.com. TLD server stores the address information for a top-level domains, such as .com, .edu, .my and so on. When a TLD server receives the query for the IP address for google.com, it will direct the resolver to the final level, the authoritative name server. Authoritative name server contains information specific to the domain name, including IP address. When the authoritative name server receives the query from the resolver, the name server will respond with the IP address for google.com. Finally, the resolver will inform the computer the IP address for google.com, and then the computer can now retrieve the Google web page. While the process seems complex, this whole cycle takes less time than it takes you to blink an eye. DNS was designed to work fast and efficiently, making it a fundamental component of the internet. We hope this introduction to DNS has provided you with a better understanding of its role and significance in connecting us to the websites we visit every day.
Thank you for watching.